What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know already, my name is Anthony Owens, and this is episode 2 of the No Excuses series. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how I make my power drink, which is super great for the Omad diet. After that, we're going to smash chest day over at a local gym, and then come back here and I'm going to show you the easiest way ever to meal prep. And if you haven't done so yet, you should watch the first episode. That kind of gives you a better idea of why I'm doing what I'm doing. If you've already watched that episode, then you're on track. And enjoy this intro. Alright guys, so I'm going to take a few minutes here and go over what I'm doing for my power drink. That's what I call it, right? So it consists of 4 ingredients and they're all designed to help you during your fast. Because remember, with Omad, we're fasting for 23 hours and then we have 1 hour eating window, right? So how do we get through 23 hours? This is just something that I've been doing that makes it suck a lot less. Okay, so fair warning, a small little water bottle like this is not going to cut it for your power drink. Not even though Deadpool's super cool, not even a shaker cup like this is going to be big enough, right? So let me show you what I've been using. So we've got this cup, this is like 40 ounces. I'm able to put all 4 ingredients in here and there's enough room inside of here. Now keep in mind, you're going to be drinking this for probably 5 or 6 hours and it's the only thing that's going to keep you fueled. You can also use something like this here. This is a half-gallon jug. It's a little bit too big, but it'll still get the job done. All right, so now it's time for me to tell you what I'm putting in the drink, okay? So first and foremost, which is the most important thing that keeps me fueled, is gonna be a pre-workout. It's got medium caffeine, but it's got high nootropics. It also has nitric oxide in here as well, which just helps with overall blood flow. And then next, we've got branched chain amino acids plus essential amino acids, right? So the essential amino acids are the other 9 amino acids outside of the standard amino acids. So I'm not gonna get into full detail as far as what it is, but let's just say it's the building blocks for muscle. The reason I'm using these is because when you go 23 hours of fasting, you run the risk, a high risk of going catabolic. So it's super important to me to save and hold on to any muscle that I can, and that's why I'm using these. After that, we're gonna throw in some greens. These are super important because when you're running the Omad diet, you're not getting a whole lot of fruits or vegetables throughout the day. So I use this to supplement my greens. Now, 1 scoop of this, 2 scoops of this, it's entirely up to you how much you wanna use of it. Even though I'm not a huge fan of eating my greens, I know we're supposed to, but this is a great way. This is kind of a hack to where you can get a lot more greens in throughout the day. Last but not least, we have, which is one of my favorites, is fiber. Fiber is super important. I don't think we get enough fiber as it is, but keep in mind during the Omad diet, when you're consuming 2 to 2,500 calories and all the fats, carbs, and proteins in 1 hour, like you're shoveling that food in, you're gonna be stopped up. So the fiber helps keep you regular. Now, this fiber in particular happens to have 1.2 billion CFUs for digestive enzymes and probiotics. So it just helps keep the balance. We mix all 4 of these together in a large tub like this. And then I have recently switched over to alkaline water because it's got some electrolyte benefits, and especially like during the summer, this is super important. Being outside and being hydrated, it just helps out quite a bit. So let's have some fun and we'll put it all together and I'll show you just how easy it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for me to share with you an ancient old secret called the Power Shake. You may think that just these 4 ingredients are super simple to put into a cup, but I gotta tell you, it's a little more complicated than that. Let me show you. We're gonna start with the nootropic pre-workout, but this is not the spot to do this. Let me take you. All right, this is way better. Okay, so this is how we do this. Lid off. Okay, so you hold it out like this. And now it's time for fiber. can't forget about the greens. EAAs! All right, guys. So that's it. Pretty basic. 4 ingredients in there. Now, first thing in the morning, you're going to mix this up and then drink it for 4 to 5 hours. You're not going to have any food. There should be enough energy and enough substance in here to keep you going for at least 4 or 5 hours. And then after the 4 or 5 hours is up, what I do is I refill this up with just amino acids and alkaline water. And then I take 2 capsules of Burn Agenda to get me through the rest of my fast. But for right now, let's drink this up and let's head over to the gym. We're in the locker room. I mean, it's pretty nice in here. I gotta say it though, if I'm being completely honest, like Planet Fitness isn't really my first choice in gyms, but this one's brand new here in Brighton, so I figured why not, we'll come check it out. So some of the amenities are, you've got like tanning beds, massage beds, the hydro beds. They've got plenty of cardio equipment, and if you're not gonna lift like super heavy, they definitely have enough for everybody here, and the place is just massive. One thing I've learned about Planet Fitness is that all the gym intimidation and the lunk alarm and all that stuff aside, the business model is actually pretty brilliant. I mean, if you think about Planet Fitness being a tanning salon first, I mean, we're talking 22 bucks a month for a tanning salon. I mean, most people are gonna pay that anyway. So the way it works is you come in and you put your name on the list, and then say it's like a half-hour wait. Well, guess what you do while you wait? Instead of sitting in a lobby, you go hit the treadmill, you go hit the Stairmaster, you go hit the elliptical. I mean, it's pretty cool. We've got gym, we've got tan, now all they need is a laundry room. GTL, baby. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you guys a little secret. Not a lot of people know this about Planet Fitness. So you got $22 a month for the Black Card membership, and it hits your card every single month. Plus, I believe there's a $39 annual fee. So here's what they don't tell you. If you don't want to pay monthly and you don't want to have the membership fee, they do allow you to have a one-time payment of $199 per year that's renewable every single year. Now that's a savings of like $100, and it's not hitting your account every month. So I don't think they tell everybody that, and they definitely don't advertise it. Boom, saving you money just by watching my videos. I bet you didn't know we had that kind of value. Alright, so on the incline dumbbell press, you want to make sure that when you're here, you come back, you go parallel with your arm here. So what happens is, if you go too far back, you activate your front delt, and that can be obviously like not what you want to do. You want to activate your full chest and not your front delts. Alright, so next exercise is going to be the incline fly. So one thing that's super important is you want to get to a weight that's comfortable and not too much weight. More importantly on this is you want to have slow contractions all the way through, so that you're constantly activating, especially in the center of your chest. next lift is going to be the barbell chest press. Now, being here at Planet Fitness, there's not much for free weights, so you have to make some type of alteration. So we're using a Smith machine. Now here's the truth, I'm not a huge fan of doing just barbell presses. There's just been too many horror stories about people getting injured. So just be careful, don't be an idiot. Like, go with a weight that's comfortable unless you have a spotter and you're gonna hit it hard. Alright, this is the pectoral fly machine. I gotta say, hands down, one of my favorite machines ever. It just feels really good. And what you'll notice too is, like, it's not all about speed on this one. Like, when you start feeling that burn, slow down and just let it burn, 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 burn. One of the cool things about these machines that I didn't even know, I literally found out just a few weeks ago, like, you could put them both in and you could work with your rear shoulders, rear delts. But if for chest, you ever wonder how, like, some of the bodybuilders get that massive striation right here in the middle? It's with this. Let me show you. Sit down, you get your lat pushed into the pad here, and then super slow and control, just right there. You just feel it, like, crazy. Easily one of my favorite things to do now. So we always talk about, like, our favorite exercises. On chest day, we're gonna do decline. It's not one of my favorites. I mean, it has its benefits, but I mean, if you do it right, you end up with a head rush and light-headed, but whatever, you gotta get them done, right? All right, so that was chest day at Planet Fitness. Again, like, if you're not looking to lift super heavy, you're not powerlifting or strongman, stuff like that, like, kind of gets the job done. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of this, but it's called Omad, and it means 1 meal a day. I know it sounds crazy. The basic idea is you consume 1 large macro-dense meal every day. So that's 23 hours of fasting, and you've got 1 hour to consume and shovel in all those carbs, fats, and proteins. And I know what you're thinking, Omad may not be sustainable, but damn it if it's not super simple and the rules are easy to follow. And I gotta tell you, once you start dropping a pound of body fat every single day, then you'll know why it's so damn popular. I mean, you got 15 pounds to lose? Psh, run Omad for 2 weeks. All right, so what kind of food can you eat on Omad? I tell you what, why don't I just show you? I got a few things prepared for you. Let's go inside and take a look. All right, so I use Omad not only because it's super easy to follow, but I'm literally the worst at tracking my food in like 18 meals a day. And eating inconsistently is what got me in trouble in the first place. The rules are simple to Omad. It's 1 large meal, and you've got 1 hour to consume that entire meal. No other snacks, no other food, anything like that for 23 whole hours. I know it seems crazy, but you just have to trust me on this. Some will probably say it's a fad diet, and they're probably right. Most fad diets don't work, but it's the easiest diet in history of shoving our chunky faces with meaningless yet tasteful food. So like I said before, I mean, fad diet or not, most diets, physical diets, they just don't work. Some people try and use them for a longer period of time, and they're just not meant for that. You know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. And then you get back into a sustainable diet. And that's what I'm gonna be doing here. By any means, I'm not telling you that you have to do Omad. I mean, let's be real. It's not for everybody. This is just the diet that works for me. I've had some great success in the past, and this is what I'm gonna do because it works for me. Enough talking about Omad. Let me just show you what a sample meal looks like. So of course, there are a lot of different ways that we can meal prep for Omad. The goal of this meal is just to make it as simple as possible. Now keep in mind, we'll go over some other meals later, but this one is one of my all-time favorites. It's pretty awesome. So you've got some Star-Kissed, bold tuna creations, hot buffalo style, which is super tasty. So for this meal, I'm gonna do 2 of them. Next is gonna be some jasmine rice. Now you can have regular rice, you can have brown rice. My personal preference is jasmine rice. All right, so let's tear into this bad boy. Yeah, also, if you don't get enough greens throughout the day, you can always throw in, you know, some baby spinach. All right, so let's put this meal together. So we got our 2 jasmine rice. Let me just show you how simple this actually is. So obviously time is super important. These things are already ready to go. So literally, you take the tops off and you throw them in for 1 minute. That's it. I think I'm gonna go 1.5 minutes because there's 2 of them. The tuna packets, we'll get those put together, pop the tops of them off, throw a handful of greens in there, and then we're just gonna put the rice right on top, and then we'll put the tuna on top of that, and that's it. Okay, so keep in mind, I haven't eaten anything for 23 hours. So believe it or not, I'm super hungry and I'm starving. So I'm gonna get into this meal right here. So that is the end of this video. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want. I mean, it's your life. You do what you wanna do. If you feel like subscribing to the channel or share with other people, cool, do that. Go, see ya, bye.